dear ones. This is a timeless, near personal love and spirituality reading for whomever is guided to watch it with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. Take note that the reading can be in the reversed for some of you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Aquarius season that is up, or the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Energy Oracle cards with Sandra Ann Taylor. And I hope this will be giving you a real clear reading. So we'll start here. When I open the deck, I see second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and deceit. So this is something that's very close to home, like this deceit in the relationship that's closest to you. The people that should really be loyal towards you haven't been loyal towards you. The people that you have really opened your heart to, the people that you have let come closest to you, they have been deceiving you. But this deceit card comes in reverse, so that is good news. It shows me that you are working with this. You are taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and really cleaning up in your second chakra, the sexual chakra, or the home and family chakra, the chakra that should made you feel at home with yourself and blessed and calm and safe and with a creative possibility, almost like a painter in a beautiful garden. But I think you have let a little bit of a snake into your garden, and it doesn't have to be just one. And they are here, of course, for a reason. Snakes are knowledge, so they are sent to you for knowledge, and you are starting to get to learn this knowledge because you are dealing with this deceitful people, and you are learning. First, maybe you got your eyes open for that they were deceitful, and then you're starting to figure out how to deal with this situation, and you're becoming better and better at it. So I call the divine I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have fifth chakra Archangel Gabriel with second chakra Archangel Ariel. So it shows me that you're starting to understand that you can't sit idly by and let people behave badly or rude towards you, that you need to start to say what you see, like a football judge. Call them as you see them. Okay, so before, maybe in your family patterns, your relationships patterns with friends and other things, you have been, when you have seen something that was off, you have kind of endured and accepted, or at least maybe kind of have oversight with the situation, trying to not be affected by it. So you have fought very much to keep your own inner balance instead of trying to affect the outside world with trying to say what it is that's wrong. So you haven't really defined your borders around this garden of yours, and how people are allowed to behave inside those borders. But with the fifth chakra, it kind of gives you the solution, what it is that you need to do. You need to start to become more outspoken and call it as you see it. You don't have to be undiplomatic or rude. You can just say, when you do me like that, I feel betrayed, I feel hurt, I feel disrespected, I don't feel welcome, or whatever it is that this action is provoking inside of you. And it doesn't have to be the ultimate truth, and the person might not have meant anything about what you are feeling when they did or said that, but that is only sharing more light on the situation. You don't have to win in the situation. You just need to share more light and get to understand each other on the depths, like really take the necessary discussions, and only the people that's ready for this is going to be the people you can work with. The other people that will say, I don't want to talk about this and run for the hills, they are not ready. So do this work with the people that's ready, but still you can say to these other people and let them run for the hills. It's fine. So 6 elements, and we have community with the second chakra archangel Ariel. So it seems like sometimes you have kind of sacrificed yourself to be able to be a part of, and you might still be doing that. Just take notice on when you are doing that, and that will then gradually start to change naturally, because you don't have to make violence on your own patterns and your own behaviors in relationships. You can just notice when you're selling yourself short, or when you are compromising yourself to be a part of, or when you're keeping yourself silent to not make these people that you want them to love you, and when you are kind of accepting things that you normally wouldn't accept, so they would continue loving you. So just take notice, and eventually you will be grown up enough and ready to change this, and put things where it's supposed to be, and start to act more aligned with your soul instead of with your conditioning. The sun, yes, you need to see things more clearly. Like sometimes when the sun reveals, dirty windows and dust in your hallway, things that you don't want to see, but then you can start to clean it. So it's not only a bad thing. And yes, this 5th chakra all tied up and came in reversed. So you have fears when it comes to communication. You fear, of course, the consequences, and that you will be like an outcast. But here it's suggesting that don't be an outcast. Make a home in yourself, and when people are rude, you can choose for the moment to distance yourself a little bit from this. And it's also about going outside your comfort zone, and gradually, so you will be more and more resilient towards other people's opinions of you, and step into more and more of your, like in your own skin, being your own soul, expressing your own soul instead of expressing your social conditioning. So this will make you more free and more capable also to leave situation which you before might have been a little bit codependent to. Okay, so this card wants to tell you so much, but we stop there. I'm sorry for my hand being a little bit like bruised. I have small kittens, and they needed some worm medication, and they weren't happy about that. So that's the life on a farm. Okay, so just tune in here for a few seconds to you and your situation. Okay, so this is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. And in the past we have 4th chakra archangel Raphael. So it seems like you have been working very much from the position of the heart, and you have been sacrificing your freedom and your strength, but it was all in order. You were following your intuition while doing this, so it was not only your conditioning, it was also kind of your mission to share a lot of love, and maybe a lot of unconditional love towards people. Like you came like the angel of healing and just help people with your warm loving embrace, even if it made you yourself, you had to sacrifice yourself and your own justice, is what I'm feeling like. Life wasn't really fair, maybe. Okay, and this is in the now, and here we have victory. So it's time for you to, as I said before, step into your true self, like your big boy shoes or your big girl shoes, and you don't have to play it small anymore just to do your mission. You can spread your wings and be the full-blown spiritual being that you are. You don't no longer have to downplay yourself to make other people be able to grow around you. I think you have made yourself small to give them room, and now you have given them room, and now it's time for you to step up the game and become a little bit more authoritative in this situation, and a little bit more aimed towards you actually like leading the way in more direct with more direct expression. Before you led the way by maybe holding them like they were a hurt bird and now you're more pointing to where you need to go, and so you're taking more leadership here. And this is your future, and we have walking away, so this makes me a little bit sad, but it's actually a good card. And she's not too unhappy with this situation, a little bit scared maybe, but there's a new future awaiting you, something totally new, maybe also situation with totally new people. You might have to leave some of the souls behind which you have worked together with, and it might not be forever. For some of you it will just be for a while, so that this shift, that the people around you that's around you now will be able to digest the shift that's happening within you. First you were making yourself small, and now you're not. You're becoming more powerful and fearless, and people might have a hard time adjusting to this, and they might like react like a buckaroo horse that's making the the dance with their back to throw you off. So while this is happening, maybe sometimes you need to make distance towards these people, because maybe one day they will miss you, and they will be able to digest the change that have happened, and they rather be with you than have you back in the way you were before, so they can accept the change that have happened. Okay, so your past here, and we have the world. So this feels like you have had great powers in your life and a lot of endless possibilities, but you have felt very lonely with this, and you didn't really know what to do with it, because it was not like anyone was lining up to follow you on this marvelous adventure that you knew was possible. So it feels like you saw a future that other people were not able to see, almost like the shaman that can see the new things and have to make their tribe ready for what's to come when changes occur, because sometimes our brains can't take in the new thing, but some special people are able to see the new before others can see it, and you might have been such a person. And it feels lonely for you, but it just shows that you have a great capacity to see possibilities and do something with them, but you would so much want companionship on this journey. Rest and rejuvenation, it's in the reverse. So I feel you didn't have company on this journey. It's almost like you need to wait a while for other people to be able to catch up with you. Like you saw these new possibilities in love, in relationships, in success and creativity long before other people. You might also have seen danger long before other people, and you wanted to have like a group to help you and to work together with you on these issues, but it's like there's not a group to find, because you have seen it so early. You have seen it so much before your tribe, so you need to wait for them to catch up with you, or you had to wait here in the past for them to be able to catch up with you. And then we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, so it's the solar plexus. So it's almost like you were this thoroughbred horse ready to race, but no race was given to you. So you might instead have felt overpowering tiredness, because it was like your energy was wasted in a big kabloom, and then it wasn't harvest, because the world wasn't ready for this, whatever it was that you were supposed to show them. So all the energy was kind of spilled out, and I think in this past here you were feeling kind of exhausted, okay, with maybe you lost your will to do anything and lost your mojo a little bit. And here we have also the thinking woman. She also comes in the reversed, So I see you doubt yourself. Since no one followed you, you thought maybe you were on the wrong path. Maybe you are a lunatic. Maybe the other people were right and you were wrong. But I say to you, there's so many people that have walked before their tribe that never were really able to harvest the fruits of their own visions. I often take Martin Luther King as an example, because it's an example that touches me every time I hear him speak. I shiver. So he was a very powerful soul, and he made powerful changes, but he wasn't there to see them or to harvest them. And he didn't have this kind of doubt. His spirit was so strong that he knew he was on the right track, and he knew that his soul was seeking justice that was universal. So he couldn't be wrong. So I guess he doubted himself just like you do here. But don't doubt yourself. You're a very wise person, and you're just a little bit ahead. You can't be going with this group mentality now or expect people to be followers. You need to be a leader. I'm thinking a little bit about Greta now. There's a girl named Greta, comes from my country, that's kind of says what everyone else that has a little bit of intelligence is already thinking. And probably feels very lonely, just like this. But like Martin Luther King, she doesn't seem to be bothered with, not having authorities or other important people being nice to her. Okay, and then we have the Yin Yang comes here. And the Yin Yang, it says that work on this unity inside of yourself instead of trying to find it in others. And this is still in the past. So I think this was the solution that you found. That, okay, I can't get this support on the outside right now, but I can build on all the different archetypes inside myself to get this unity inside myself. If I need a husband, I become my own husband. If I need a hero, I become my own hero. If I need love, I give myself love. If I need justice, I give myself justice, and so on. So this is very beautiful. It shows that many of you were able to come to this profound conclusion and to start to make yourself whole, and to kind of don't care if the world is following you or not, or if your loved one love you back or not, or if your parents understand you or not, or if your friend is able to see your vision or not, or if your tribe are able to follow you on your path, or if you need to walk alone a little bit, okay? So it seems like this is a long chapter in your life where you feel a little bit isolated, or like you don't have people, like-minded people, but you come from the right place. You come from love, and this what you're sharing is love. So it's just that people are not ready for this healing just at this moment. So here is this moment. This is the now, and we have financial constraints, and it comes in the reversed. So I think this yin and yang position where you started to understand that everything you needed to build on the inside right now is also giving effect when it comes to your self value. Okay, the value you have on yourself is the value you have in your wallet. So if you don't value yourself enough, you're going to have sometimes it can be a little bit scarce with, for example, money or resources or love or help or appreciation or support. But this is in the reversed here, so it shows that you are working with this, and that your self-value is becoming greater and greater, and you're going to be able to leave this more poverty consciousness behind, where you thought that you needed others to survive, because this is what this whole process is about. It's about very unique spirits coming to Earth and kind of freeing themselves with becoming more individualistic for a while. We're going to come back to union, but for a while becoming a little bit more individualistic and learning to survive on your own, kind of without your tribe. So it's like learning to become more independent and not needing handouts from other people, or not needing other people so much at all. It's not the end station. It's just so you can be strong enough to do these changes in the world that your soul came here to do. And here we have appreciation comes in the reversed, and it comes underneath rest and rejuvenation. So it shows that you're still having a little bit hard time to take really good care of your body. That's your temple. So even if you have a little bit self-confidence that's getting improved, you still don't care for your body enough. So you don't have to stress this, but eventually you're going to have to eat better, exercise more, stretch your muscles, take better care of your skin, take better care of your hair, take better care of your, maybe your total appearance, of just to honor your temple, to honor your the body that has come together. Like this is the body is made of exploding stars, like the atoms that's in your body. They are so complicated that they have all many of them has been in exploding stars and then coming together just in this lifetime, just to be a temple for you, so you could make this journey. So it's very self-sacrificing of this element that have come together, and it's the body's life is just for this life. It doesn't have eternal life in the same sense that your soul has. It will, when your wind has come out of it, it will turn back to minerals, and it will still have this significance, and it's eternal in the way that it will build many bodies and plants and all different things, even in the future, even planets and asteroids and suns. Very beautiful. So it has eternal life in that sense, but it's blown to life by you, and you need to show respect. That's what I'm feeling. And here you kind of don't. You want someone else to come and show you respect, so that you can show your self-respect. Like we bloom when we are in love, but I want you to bloom individualistically here, or the divine wants you to bloom individualistically here and take care of you as if you were in love. Okay, be in love with yourself. And here we have door to romance. It's in the reverse, 33. You have 22, yin and yang, 33, and it's in the reverse. So it kind of says that there's no romance for you to be harvest as of now. So if you feel lonely, you feel desperate, you need a partner, you need more people, this is a no-go for right now. As I said, I think you're supposed to fall in love with yourself right now, and make your life very happy without love. And then we have also envy coming underneath the thinking woman. So this is again how you try to not be you have in the past tried to not be caught by the evil eye. Like the evil eye, people that see you, your splendid power with what you're expressing, the things that you have discovered, that you're sharing with the world, your looks, your presence. You have tried to make yourself small and not rub people the wrong way, to not catch this evil eye here. But this is something you are going to have to work with. Like, love yourself. Don't bother about the evil eye, okay? Align with yourself, who you are and who you are supposed to be and what's your truth, and get it out there. And here we see this all tied up. So it shows that you're still very scared and you need more time. So it's no rush. Practice on everything. And give yourself slack, give yourself some room. So if you are not able to tell your mother this time how she is rubbing you the wrong way and making you feel small, it's fine, okay? You can just acknowledge it, see that, okay, so I kept my mouth shut here because I felt that she wasn't ready to hear it, and I wasn't ready to make her upset or make her angry with me, so I wasn't able to say it, and it's fine. So give yourself this. It's okay to be a little bit tied up. It's a process that needs to take time, but this, what I'm seeing here in total is that right now You care a lot about what other people think, and you want them to love you, but you need to break through even more doorways where you have hold yourself in and behaved yourself in a certain kind of way to become loved. So you need to push those boundaries so that your room to act on the social scene will be a little bit more various. Okay, so you can have a little bit more register, because this is what you're aimed for, and this is what you do. So you can see that there's a difference, but you're not, this is coming, it's coming either you like it or not. Your leadership qualities are being kind of modeled like through clay, or like someone with a knife and a stick. I see like the divine is taking out the most golden inside of you, and you are trying to play small and like you don't know anything still, particularly in your relationships, because you don't want to catch the evil eye. But fortunately this card is in the reversed, so it shows that this is something you're working with, to stop caring and becoming a little bit more courageous, a little less scared of consequences. 22, 23, so you're on schedule, it's fine. It's just that it's not a big quantum leap right now. It's just you trying to push the boundaries, taking a step back, moving forward, taking a step back, trying to expand there, taking a step back, because you're still so scared about the consequences. And this is your future. And we have cornucopia comes in reversed. So here I feel that the divine is a little bit tiny disappointed on you, because you have the world, and here you have financial constraint being kind of ending, but then we have cornucopia not in the upright position. So it shows that you're not really ready for abundant blessings that wants to come to you. It's just behind the veil, but as you are downplaying yourself and making yourself small, also your rewards are small. You need to work on this, to stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone and start to speak more openly about your truths, even if your truth isn't, the ultimate truth. If you tell your truth, let's say that you have the most hideous opinions, and you speak those hideous opinions to the world, and the world will correct you and will tell you that, no, that's unfair. You shouldn't think about people like that. You should think with more love. So that's also helping your soul. But it's also your job to do this towards others when they share like their rudeness or inconsiderate or their small-minded thoughts, that you need to also step up for what is good and what is pure and what is right in this world, instead of just taking the easy way out. And here we have woman holding a coin. So it's again with your body here. That if you just work with your body and your health and your strength and your happiness, like make a list of all the small things that makes you happy, and do them at least once a week, and try to make your life like you need a new foundation. And this is going to make you more and more ready. Like you aren't ready, but you are going to get ready, because this lady, she doesn't settle. She knows her worth, and she is also very creative in fixing what it is that she wants. She doesn't wait for someone else to come and give it to her. Like she has powers, like even unknown powers, like from the depths, from the blackness, from the depths, things that you didn't even know, like strengths that you didn't even know that you had. So this is available for you, but you need to take very good care of your body, being very nice to yourself, and in the same way putting some structure with food and exercise, so that you can gain a lot of health here. And here we have the garden and the gate, and it comes underneath this with you and your individualism, that you are very scared to leave this behind, but you are supposed to. Like you need to be a front runner, so you can't sit and wait for everyone else to catch up with you. You need to leave your comfort zone. It's coming from all directions here. So you need to be more outspoken and like more creative in your own life, like taking responsibility for your own dreams, starting to make them happen, show the way for other people to follow. Okay. And here we have door to spirit, and it comes underneath the thinking woman and envy. So if you can stop degrading yourself, stop thinking about what other people will think, maybe then you can invite the message from spirit world, these great messages that was spoken by people like Jesus or Martin Luther King, or Greta for that matter, Greta in Swedish, and it's letting the spirit world into our realm and making changes, like beautiful changes. We can't complain of the state of the world if we are not ready to open the door and allow spirit in and speak with spirit in our hearts and on our tongues, and dare to do this regardless of the consequences, regardless of what people might think of you or your reputation. Jesus didn't care for reputation. He got a reputation regardless, okay? Not from the people that lived in the same time, but his legacy have lived on. And so will other people that have been opening the door to spirit like this. And then we have carrying connections, and it's in the reverse. So it's something you will have to live without for a while. You will have to work more on this in being individualistic and trying to take care or love yourself as much as possible, to not go insane, because people need love. We all need love. We can see this Second World War. There was a lot of children being orphanaged, and they were put in orphanage homes with good clothes, good food, structure being taken care of, but they didn't have love, so they died anyway. Okay, so people really need love. You really need love, but at this point in time, when you are defining your soul, that's kind of not of this time, but coming from with a future, a breath of the future, you need to be able to walk this stretch a little bit alone and not have, these people backing you up and these masses backing you up. You need to be able to define who you are and define your soul's truth, and not expecting to be loved in the process. So this is what I see for you. It's like you have an important message to the world, and your spirit is great. It's just it has made it small to fit in, and you're not supposed to do that anymore. So take better care of yourself, trust yourself, align with yourself, speak your truth, and make a great foundation for yourself, so you can come back to it and lick your wounds whenever the world hasn't treated you right. Okay. So I want you to take really good care. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you need more information or clues after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Aquarius season that is up, or the pick a card readings and their personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click my little Queen of Cups icon and scroll down a little on the first channel page, and there you will see different readings that can clarify your situation. I also want to welcome you back to my love readings for Pisces season that I will perform in the end of January. So I will sprinkle out more pick a card and near personal readings, hopefully, if I have time and it's not overbooked, as much as possible until then. So hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.